I am a first-time voter. I've never registered to vote before, and I registered to vote to put Donald Trump back in the White House.
So I have to ask you, can you tell us how old you are?
I'm 72.
72, and you've never voted before?
No.
Why not?
I don't know. But I seen Donald Trump 4 years ago, and he was wonderful. He turned this country around. He made the economy better. He made life better for every single American in the United States. And that's what he'll do again. He will save Social Security. He will save Medicare. He will save the jobs that the American workers need. He will bring back the jobs that are overseas.
Lee, I'm going to interrupt you with apologies, and I am interested in your story, voting for the first time at 72. Thanks for calling.
I don't have the background and the backdrop. I'm not doing no reacting to news or thing that's going on. It's election day, and I think it's very important for me to be more personal with this video. It's been a long 4 years. America has been through so much in this short amount of time. In this short amount of time, it felt like forever. We can't do another 4 years of this. Gas prices are high. Groceries are high. Cost of living has risen. It's, we've been at the brink of World War III. So much things are happening, and this is not the time to stay home. This is not the time to, not vote. It's time for you to get out there, make your voices heard, vote, and vote in big numbers. I've already did my job. I voted, and I think that if you haven't got your family members out there to vote, you should. Your friends, etc. If they're registered, do what you got to do. We have to win our country back. This is very important. I've been excited. I've been anxious. I've been nervous. It's just a whole bunch of feelings. But one thing I know is, if you do not go out there and vote, don't complain on the results. We got to win this country back. We got to win it back. So, man, get the word out. Do your job. Do what you got to do, man. But I'm pretty confident we're gonna win. We just got to make sure to vote. Polls ain't closed yet. Y'all have a blessed day, man. Watch these videos.
The math doesn't work. The Democrats are down 1.7 million early votes in the battleground states. In urban areas, they are down 1.4 million votes in the battleground states. Among women voters, rural voters have overperformed early by 300,000. Democrats have to win their races early. Republicans generally win them on election day. And the margins don't add up right now for the Democrats in any of these battleground states.
I'm actually going to be voting for Trump. I was actually on about a month ago or 6 weeks ago, and I wasn't sure. But I feel bad that this
What caused you to decide to vote for Trump?
You want to know? There's a guy that has a podcast that's on YouTube, and he's from Australia, and he was talking to this gentleman from Britain, and the two of them were talking. It just kind of came up on my feed. Every single thing that I'm concerned about, they were talking about, and I haven't really heard so much of it. Like what's going on, and who's the president, who's making the decisions in America? Because it certainly can't be Biden. And they were also saying that they're glad that Bibi isn't listening to Biden because they wouldn't be having as much success getting the bad guys as if they were listening to him, and that they just, it was just very, very interesting because they were looking at the American public and saying, why aren't you holding these Democrats? Are you concerned you don't have an acting president? And that is a huge concern for me, but everybody's so caught up in, I don't know, arguing with each other, I guess. But
remind us, have you voted for Trump previously?
I was honestly a never Trumper. I never, ever thought I was going to do it. That's not the only reason. I was with No Labels, and the Democratic operatives and a lot of Democratic, previous senators and congressmen did a lot to prevent anybody from accepting the nomination. And I worked for Senator Jeffords, which, but I haven't seen that really ugly side of politics before. I'm sure the Republicans must do it too, but I was caught up in all this Democratic, and the stuff that they're also doing, that the Democrats are doing with, hiding this for like 2 years, 3 years, and nobody seems to have ever seen, I find that irrepressible. I mean, I know Trump is, just can't control his emotions, but what the Democrats are doing across the board, I mean, there must be some group of Democrats who I'm not going to name right now who are in the room. I don't know if they're smoking cigars or what they're doing, but they're making these decisions that, we're not going to have Biden primaried, and then we're going to do this to prevent anybody from primarying, and then we all know that there's a little, but he'll make it through the election, whatever they had been deciding.
And don't forget, they tried to keep Trump off the ballot too.
No, I mean, it's just like I'm sitting here doing. I would prefer to know who's running the country, and I feel bad for Harris because, I don't know that she's going to be the last person in the room. I think we're going to be running our country by committee.
Yeah.
And
Elena, it's so interesting to hear you say